Good. Flames try to break through the pressure to get a shot at the buzzer. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda turns and scores as the horn sounds. Bellis in the corner to Hess. Hess for three. Boom! Emma Hess, her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Fakes the shot, gets everybody to bite, takes it into the paint, floats it home. Beautiful move.
With Liberty and Conference USA, it's time for the Flames to rise again. Rise with us. Welcome to live pregame radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Liberty basketball is also brought to you by Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Welcome to the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show, powered by Segra. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Kerry Green. Plus, pregame analysis, starting lineups, and much more are on the way. Now let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello everyone, welcome into Liberty Arena, where tonight the Lady Flames will be taking on a team from just a couple miles away, Randolph. The Randolph Wildcats come in, D3, ODAC school, 6-3 on the year, 1-2 in their conference. Lady Flames, they're 5-3, coming off a win against North Carolina A&T. Flames won that game 56-51. Previous to that, Liberty played another D3 school, Christopher Newport. Christopher Newport ranked third in the country at the time in D3, and the Flames were able to get a 106-58 win. So the last two games contrasting. Liberty, well, they didn't need 106 points to win that game, but they put up 106. They scored 50 less points the next game against A&T, but still got a win because it was a defensive slugfest. As far as Randolph is concerned, under their head coach Steve Lanfer in his 6th season there, 17th season overall, they've had 3 straight winning seasons, and that was their first winning season since 1982. So he has really turned this program along and around, coming off a loss, though, in their last game. They lost 66-53 at Shenandoah. And that was probably some film that Randolph might want to look away from. They were out-rebounded in that game by 16, and this is a team that generally out-rebounds their opponents. They're a plus 2.1 on the year, which is certainly one of our Alcova Mortgage keys to the game. Let Alcova Mortgage help you land the keys to your next home. Find out more at alcova.com/Joe J. The Flames a plus almost 7 in rebounding, and as I mentioned, Randolph a plus 2, but there is a decided height advantage for the Lady Flames in this D1, D3 matchup. So that's something that Liberty, even though this is a good Wildcat team at getting on the boards, the Flames feel like they should be able to dominate that. Also, the Wildcats force a lot of turnovers. They force 22 a game. The Flames have been giving it away about 21 times a game. That's something to keep an eye on as well as we go along throughout. This is an exhibition game for Randolph. It does not count in the standings for them. This does count for the Lady Flames. That is another unique thing with some of these D1 versus D3 November, December games is it doesn't necessarily count for both squads, and that is the case again today. Our Foster Fuels Who's Hot coming in. How about Asia Boone? She had 14 points against North Carolina A&T. All those 14 came in the second quarter, and it's the third time this year that Asia, in a quarter, has outscored the opponent for that quarter. So when she gets on fire, she certainly capitalizes and puts a lot of points on the board in a frame. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carilion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Well, Coach, looking at this basketball game, you're playing the crosstown team, Randolph, a good D3 school, but a D3 school. Last time you matched up with a D3 squad in Christopher Newport, your team just played lights out, and that was a very good D3 school.
Yes, it was an undefeated team,
yeah,
ranked 5th in the country. We played comfortable at home, and we'd played Duke, Tennessee, and Grand Canyon, and some tough competition, and we were loose and ready to get back at home. The comments on this game, we respect Coach Steve over there and the program. And Jamie, we've been here in this situation before where we just finished finals today. We had shoot around, and I could see there were some people in La La Land still trying to get that last answer to that last question. So who knows what we're going to get. I've challenged them in that this is a good challenge for us to stay focused, see if we can play together. And I think if we do that, the outcome for most games are going to be favorable for us, but there'll be challenges. And every team is going to bring something a little different, and we need to respect all of our opponents. And I'll be surprised if I look at a lot of man-to-man, but we'll just see how the game goes. We've prepared every way we possibly can.
They got a local girl in Kylie Stark that can really pose some problems.
Yeah, I mean, our biggest problem, respecting our opponent, and can we shake loose academics? And, right behind that is cotton candy and candy canes and gifts and pumpkin pie and hit me in the eye and all that family stuff. And so I'm excited to see what we got and see how much we can stay focused, because there's a lot of distractions, a lot of noise going on.
I know the Ortho Virginia injury report has been busier than you would like it to have been for the last couple of weeks. What's the latest?
Yeah, we've had updates. So within 2 weeks, I'm not even sure it was 2 weeks. It was probably 1 week. We lost 2 players to ACLs, and we've had to shuffle our cards a little bit. We had a luxury of having 2 to 3 deep at every position, and those 2 that we lost happened to be at the 5 position, right behind Bella, and they're out of the equation now. And because of the luxury of having that, we were able to redshirt about 3 players, and we've had to bring 1 out of the red shirt, so out of retirement. So Emmy Stout is now going to see some playing time, and she's prepared. Jamie, she's a good ball player, was a good ball player before the red shirt. We just had the luxury of experience in front of her, and we don't have that now. And I think I know she's going to be okay. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when she comes out. She's a good ball player, and she's going to go through everything that freshmen go through, but she's a good ball player, and we're certainly glad that she's a Lady Flame.
Last thing for you, Coach, in that last win against North Carolina A&T, which was a hard-fought game, a low-scoring game, a brutal game, a defensive game, more turnovers than you would like, but you like to see something with what happened with Emma Hess. She wasn't shooting. The shots weren't falling. And then she goes and gets 6 assists and leads the team and has a great game getting her teammates involved.
Yeah, 6 assists, which really came out to be 14 points, and then she made a basket. So she contributed 16 points out of our 56.
56, yeah.
56. She contributed, like I said, 16 points there. So she got a little over 1/5 of the points. So, she did her job on the floor. It wasn't pretty, but I'm glad she stayed focused and helped us. And no turnovers. You can say we were talking about turnovers first thing. She had 0, and so she really helped us.
Coach, we wish you the best today.
All right, thank you.
That was head coach Kerry Green. We'll be back with the relevant law tip right after this here on the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames and Randolph getting ready to do battle. Starting lineups are almost ready to be announced. Was kind of curious to see what the crowd would be tonight. It is the Wednesday, basically after finals. Finals wrapping up this week. So not a lot of students still in town, but we still have the pep band representing as well as the Liberty cheerleading squad. And we've got a decent crowd for, again, a Wednesday church night in Lynchburg, Virginia, the last home game before Christmas. Flames will have 2 more games on the road at a tournament in Cherokee, North Carolina. But this would be the final game of the calendar year for the Lady Flames here in Liberty Arena. For those Wildcats and their head coach, Steve Landfair, in his 6th season, 17th season overall, 226 wins, 217 losses. They're 6-3 this year and already 1-2 in the ODAC. They'll start Tania Jackson. Jackson wears number 11. She is a 5'3" junior from Chesapeake, Virginia. She's averaging 6.2 points a game, a couple of rebounds as well. Kylie Stark. She wears number 12, a graduate student, 5'8", from right here in Lynchburg, went to Brookville High School. She's averaging almost 15 points and 4 rebounds a game, leads the Wildcats in scoring. T. Crenshaw Patterson wears 13. She's a senior from Newport News, Virginia, 5'10", and she's putting up almost 10 points a game, 8 rebounds as well. Maddie Pabone, number 20, a sophomore, 5'8", from Round Hill, Virginia, leads the team with 23 pointers on the year, shooting 36% from downtown. Lexi Oge is number 25. She is a first-year player out of Richmond Hill, Virginia, stands at 6'2", 2 points, 2 rebounds a game for Oge. For the Lady Flames, their head coach, Kerry Green, in his 26th season, all here at Liberty, 270 wins, 236 losses. He'll start Jordan Hodges at the point. Jordan, 5'6" senior from Richmond, Virginia. Monacan High School, went over 500 points for her career. had basically the 2 game-winning shots against North Carolina A&T. But the one thing that has been a slight struggle for Jordan, which is not normal at all if you base it off of her career numbers, but she actually has a negative assist-to-turnover ratio at the moment, 23 assists, 27 turnovers, but putting up 7.1 points a game, and has shot 38% from outside the arc. Asia Boone wears number 12, a 5'8" sophomore from San Diego, California, IMG Academy. She leads Liberty with 19 three-pointers made so far this season, also shooting 38%, 11 points a game, and 3 rebounds. Elizabeth Ayestadish wears 21, the 6'2" sophomore from Iceland. Had 5 points, but a team-high 9 rebounds against North Carolina A&T. She's averaging 5 points and 7 boards a game. Emma Hess, 23, 6-foot-tall senior from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Legacy Christian Academy. Was only 1 of 9 from the field against North Carolina A&T for 5 points, but did have a team-high 6 assists, including the assist on the three-pointer by Jordan Hodges that pretty much put the game away in the final minute. She has actually a team high in assist-to-turnover ratio, 25 assists, 17 turnovers. 10 points a game for Emma. And finally down on the post, Bella Smuda, number 31, 6'6", redshirt senior from Exton, Pennsylvania, Downingtown East High School. Leads the squad with 16 blocks a game. Had 18 points and 10 rebounds in only 19 minutes last year against Randolph, and is putting up almost 13 points and 7 rebounds a game this year. The Alcova series recap, this is the 11th meeting. The Flames are 8-2. Last year, Liberty won 69-49, and that was the first meeting between the squads in 41 years. Liberty wearing the home white uniforms, red numbers, baby blue trim. Randolph in the black unis with white numbers and yellow trim. Liberty will go from left to right in the first half of the basketball game. Smuda and Oj at center. Tip is in the air. The Flames win it, and they'll have the first possession of the game. Hodges to the near side. Over to Hess, into Smuda, deeper down low to Ayestadish, who lays it in. Post-to-post feed gives the Flames a 2-0 lead. Some pressure by Liberty. Wildcats able to break it. They get it to Kylie Stark, and the Brookville High School standout. A couple of local girls on this Randolph team. Stark at the top of the arc. Dribbles a couple times, hands off to Jackson. Jackson picks up her dribble, has to go near side to Crenshaw Patterson. 4 seconds to shoot. Now will drive baseline, floats it too high and over the rim, where the Flames get the rebound as the horn sounded on the shot clock. Liberty up court to Ayestadish. In the middle to Smuda. The pass actually goes through her hands all the way across to Boone, who fires from 3. Three-pointers off the mark, but Ayestadish gets the offensive rebound, saves it outside to Hess, and Hess will reset. Back to Boone, far wing to Hodges. Looking interior, finds Smuda, who dumps it underneath to Ayestadish, and she missed the lay-in. Maybe just a little too far underneath the basket when she took the shot. Randolph with the board, and they go back on offense. Driving to the near side is Pabon. Lost the handle as she was trying to get it over to Crenshaw Patterson, and the Flames come away with the basketball. Boone to Hess, up top to Hodges. Hodges lost the handle, gets it back. Keeps it on the bounce over to Hess. Hess right back up top to Hodges. 15 seconds to shoot. Hands off to Boone. Boone to Smuda. Smuda to Ayestadish. Far wing to Hess for 3. In and out, but Ayestadish got the rebound. Her putback's no good. Got it again and scores. Four points to begin the game for Elizabeth, and Liberty is up 4-0. They now trap near midcourt. Randolph gets out of the pressure and goes near side to Pabon. Pabon picks up her dribble, skips it across to Stark. Stark dribbling against Hess. Fades from 15. Back rim a couple of times and eventually into the hands of Bella Smuda. Liberty back on offense to Hess, to Hodges, inside Ayastadish, looked for Smuda, instead will turn and fire and hit. 6 points for Elizabeth to start the basketball game. 7:25 to go, first quarter. 6-0 Liberty. Again, pressure near midcourt. We're going to get a foul called against the Lady Flames. It is Jordan Hodges who picks up the personal foul. Inbound pass to Jackson. Jackson goes far side to Stark. Stark back up top to Crenshaw Patterson. Patterson now to Pabone. Pabone to Jackson. Jackson dribbles and kicks back outside to Oj. Backdoor pass, and it's picked off by Hess. Hess leads the break back up court for Liberty. Doesn't have any numbers, so she'll reset and skip it across to Boone. Boone in the middle to Ayastadish. Deeper down low to Smuda. Smuda turns, fades, missed, and the rebound is controlled by Ayastadish. Flames with another chance at the possession. She'll get the ball back door, had it knocked away from her. Passes out to Boone, back around to Hess, now back to Ayastadish, and a bank shot goes in for Elizabeth. 8 points for her. She's on an 8-0 run, and that's the number the Flames lead by. 3.5 minutes in, and a timeout going to be taken by Randolph. They had just dribbled the ball into the front court when Coach Lanford said, we need to talk things over. He takes his first time out of the game. That'll bring us to a media timeout. 6:27 now on the clock, and the Flames leading 8-0 here in the first quarter on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. 8-0 Flames with the lead over Randolph. 6:27 to go in the first quarter. It's been all Elizabeth Ayastadish to start this game. She scored all 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Also has 4 offensive rebounds to begin the game. We talked about how Asia Boone likes to win quarters for her team. 3 times this year she has outscored an opponent by herself in a 10-minute frame. And Elizabeth is on her way to doing the same thing in today's game. Timeout taken by Randolph leaves them with 3 left. The Flames will have all 4 of their timeouts. I want to thank everybody for listening in, whether it's on the Liberty Flames website, on the app, or maybe you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We appreciate whatever means you found us, and if you'd like to leave a comment and say hello, please do so. You can go to on Facebook, leave a comment, or also on YouTube, and we'll do our best to say hello to everyone who checks in. Flames will have a week off after this game. Then they'll play down at a tournament in Cherokee, North Carolina. They'll open up against Arkansas, and it's a old-fashioned tournament, which is kind of nice. The winners play and the losers play. Unlike these classics where the host school, of course there is no host school, this Cherokee tournament is a completely neutral tournament on the Indian reservation there. They've got a bunch of high school games going on as well during the days of the tournament. But the way it works out is so many times now you go to a team's a tournament they organize and they want to play two specific teams, so it's called a classic. And all the matchups are predetermined. But in this, the Flames will play Arkansas, and then the winner, the winners will play, and the losers will play, so it'll either be Toledo or Troy in the second game. Randolph with the ball as we get back underway. Had some substitutions for both teams. Shot from the top of the arc from Jackson is off the mark, and then it goes out of bounds off of a Flames leg. And actually, I say that Randolph has kept their starters on the court. The Flames, though, have made a few substitutions. We'll get you those here in just a moment. But first, we're back underway. Stark drives and pulls up over the top of Boone. The shot's too strong. And the Flames, Emmy Stout, who is playing her first game ever as a Lady Flame, gets the rebound. We'll tell you more about her in just a moment, but due to some injury, she has been called into action and was expected to be a redshirt year for her. Liberty on offense. Boone at the top of the arc, wide open for three, bangs it home. 11-0, Liberty with the lead. The first point's not scored by Elizabeth Ayestadish. Randolph with the basketball. Across half court comes Crenshaw Patterson, but she was double teamed and eventually kind of lost control and fell out of bounds. Flames are now going to make a couple more substitutions, so the entire starting unit has checked out of the game now. Claudia Athene will run the point. Peen Steenbergen, Avery Mills, as well as Emmy Stout that I mentioned, and Brooke Moore on the court for Liberty as it goes inside to Steenbergen. She has it at point blank, might have had her shot partially blocked. Randolph comes out of the pack with the basketball. Stark down court, will pull up from the elbow, put too much on it. Maybe a little bit of nerves for Stark under the circumstances. She's got to have a lot of family. Of course, she has a lot of family at all of her games, playing in Lynchburg, playing on the Liberty Flames arena. Might be just a little bit, take a few minutes to get those butterflies out. Got a hand check call against Randolph. Flames will inbound on the near sideline. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. But we already had the media timeout when Randolph called the timeout a bit ago. Wildcats in a zone. Athene picks up her dribble. Has to lob near side to Moore. Moore to Stout. Up top to Athene for three. Got it. Claudia Athene. Now 2 of 4 on the season from three, and a steal on the inbounds by Stout to Moore, who scored. Oh no, it came out, but Stout gets the rebound, gets a second rebound, and draws a foul. Well, that ball was halfway down. Looked like Emmy was going to get her first assist as a Lady Flame. She's already gotten a rebound and a steal. But as it stands, she got the offensive glass and will now have a chance to get her first point in a Liberty jersey. Free throw is up and good. Rattled home to give Liberty a 15-0 lead. Second free throw is also good. Emmy, the Forest, Virginia native, went to LCA. 6'3" freshman, getting her first minutes. 16-0 Liberty. Stark, a three on the near side is off the mark and out of bounds off of Natasha Pate. So Liberty will get the ball back. Avery Mills and Athene play catch in the backcourt. Now Claudia brings it across to Moore. Moore back to Athene. Back to Mills. Around the dial on the far side to Moore. Flames attacking the gold wire right. Moore is left open for three, and she'll knock it down. Again, Randolph playing a zone, and there's some gaps in that zone. We saw Claudia the last possession wide open at the top. And Brooke Moore wide open on the wing. Trying to answer is Crenshaw Patterson, but her three-pointer's too strong. Athene gets the rebound. Back up court for the Lady Flames to Moore. Moore picks up her dribble, back outside to Steenbergen. To Athene, and Athene tried to lob it interior to Stout, but it sails over her head and out of bounds. That is the first turnover for the Lady Flames in this game. They've forced 4. Liberty 19-0. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Renee Kleins with the ball for Randolph, and now it's Liberty with the ball as Avery Mills steps into a passing lane, gets the steal. Her up-court pass is deflected out of bounds, though. Liberty will have 26 seconds to shoot, inbounding on the baseline. Again, scoring with the goal to her right. Inbound pass to Steenbergen, now to Athene. Over to Mills. Mills open for 3. Got it. Avery Mills continues the red hot start for the Lady Flames. They're up 22-0. Randolph trying to get something going offensively. Dribble handoff to the near side. Crenshaw Patterson goes deeper down in the corner. 3 from Jackson is off the mark and all the way out of bounds by the Flames cheerleading squad. Steenbergen will inbound from the backcourt. Again, our location is across the way from the scores table and from the team's benches. Directly across from me is H.J. Owen and Pat and all the folks on the press table, or on the scores table, I should say. But the Randolph bench is across to the right, the Liberty bench is across to the left. Flames turned the ball over. A pass went astray. Back-to-back turnovers. Randolph with the basketball, trailing 22-0. Stark with Mills on her. Now eventually around to Schaefer. Schaefer back up top. Harden, her shot's off the backboard, off the mark. Rebound Liberty. Randolph not made a shot to begin this game. They're 0 of 9. The Flames 8 of 16. Athene on the attack for the Lady Flames. Lobs it to Mills. Mills guarded closely by Kleins. Will have to retreat back outside to Moore. 8 seconds to shoot near side to Athene. She's going to drive towards the basket. Hooks the pass out to Mills for 3. Off the mark, but Stout there for the rebound. And she's able to stick it back in. Emmy Stout got her first 2 points at the free throw line. Now gets her first field goal of her career. Liberty 24-0. 1:20 to go first quarter. Ball is knocked loose and a foul called against the Lady Flames. Stout has been called into duty because of the injuries to Caroline Shirey and Emily Howard. Both Flames post players went down with knee injuries, and even though Stout was intended to be redshirted, she's now going to be playing out her freshman season. The inbound pass to Schaefer comes up short. Flames get the rebound. Up court to Steenbergen. Steenbergen back to Mills. Mills to Steenbergen for 3. Boom! Peen Steenbergen from 3rd Street, and Liberty now leads 27-0. Anna Bedoza has checked in for the Lady Flames, replacing Athene. She'll run the point. Currently is on defense as Schaefer hands off to Harden. Harden drives and has her shot blocked out of bounds by Bedoza. Anna, the only transfer that the Flames have on their team, graduate student, came in from Franklin Pierce. Inbound pass comes out to Harden. Harden takes a couple of hard dribbles and then gets it to Stark. Stark fades from deep, but it's an air ball out of bounds to Liberty. 32.8 to go in this first quarter. Liberty can almost hold for the final shot if they were to wind this down inside of 5. Bedoza being harassed by Harden. Across to Mills. Mills back up to Bedoza. Far wing to Moore, to Bedoza again, top of the arc. 15 seconds to shoot, cross-court pass to Moore. Moore steps back for three. Missed, but Stout was fighting for the rebound, and ripping it away from her is Pate. 7 seconds to go for Randolph. They get it up court to Kleins. Kleins tries to dump it interior, and it's stolen away by Stout. To Mills. Mills, a bounce pass to Moore, but time had expired. A nice hard bounce on a dime by Avery Mills. She needed about 1 more second in the quarter to pull it off, though. The horn sounds, and the Flames will take a 27-0 lead into the second period of play. Flames 10 of 20 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, and they have held Randolph scoreless. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com. That's www.ironcladcoffee.com to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank and Trust game at a glance.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. It's been all Lady Flames in the early going. They lead Randolph 27-0. Elizabeth Ayestadish scored the first 8 points of the game, and then it's been a very balanced attack since then. Emmy Stout, in her debut, has 4. 3 points each for Athene, Boone, Mills, Steenbergen, and Moore. They've all hit 3-pointers. Yeah, so 5 players have the 5 made threes by the Lady Flames. Ayestadish has 4 field goals from inside the arc. Stout has 1 and a couple of free throws. That's how we've gotten to this point. On the flip side, Randolph 0 of 12 to begin the game, including 0 of 5 from outside. Looks like the Flames may be going back to the starting 5. I didn't get a chance to see who made it to the scorer's table during that timeout, but I see breaking huddle. Bella Smuda, Asia Boone, and Emma Hess look like they're heading towards the court. It will be 1 holdover from that last group, and that's Anna Bedoza. So Bedoza stays in. Ayestadish, Hess, Smuda, and Boone with her. It will be Randolph's basketball as we get back underway. Comes to the top of the arc where Stark will take a 3. She's off to the left, but an offensive rebound pulled in by Pate. Nice job by her to get on the glass, but then also a nice job by the Flames defensively on the help side to knock the ball away from her. She was going to have an open lay-in, but it was knocked loose. Pate went to the deck. She had to shake it off a little bit. Looks like she's okay, and the Wildcats will inbound on the baseline. Inbound pass comes all the way up top to Stark. Stark looks to drive, lost the handle, but it goes to Pate. Pate one-on-one with Smuda will take a jumper, banks it off the mark, and Smuda gets the rebound. Up to Bedoza. Bedoza across half court to Hess. Hess to Bedoza. All the way to the far side of the court. Boone to Smuda. Smuda tried a backdoor pass to Ayestadish. It was knocked away and out of bounds by Randolph, and Pate and Crenshaw Patterson kind of got each other's way. It should have been a clean steal. Instead, the Flames get another chance at it, and they throw it away again, but Randolph can't pick the ball up. They lost control of what was going to be another easy steal, and the Flames go back on offense. Flames have been sloppy on this possession, but Randolph hasn't been able to take advantage. Liberty still with possession. Smuda into Ayestadish, and she's going to score on the left side. Double digits already for Elizabeth. Flames 29, Randolph nothing. 1:10 into the second quarter. Stark at the top of the arc with Ayestadish guarding her. Over to Pate. Pate's three is off the mark, but it was hard off the mark, and it went off of a Flames leg. Probably maybe even a knee. That took a really quick carom after it hit the bottom of the backboard. Out of bounds near side with 12 seconds to shoot, where Randolph will put it back into play. Inbound pass comes to Jackson. Jackson over to Stark. Stark with Boone on her, 12 versus 12. Now hands off as Ayestadish will apply the pressure. Fading shot is too strong, and Liberty's Smuda gets the rebound. Comes up court to Boone. Boone back to Bedoza. Bedoza to the near side. Hess inside to Ayestadish. Backdoor pass to Smuda. She has to kick back to Hess. Around to Bedoza. Now to Boone. In the middle, Ayestadish. Now near side to Hess. Back to Bedoza. Bounce pass to Ayestadish. Deeper down low to Smuda, but she missed the shot from point blank. Rebound Randolph. On the drive is Crenshaw Patterson. Now to Jackson. Jackson into the corner. Goes near wing to Williams. Williams has to just throw it up a bit out of control. Shot is a miss, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty back on offense to Smuda. Down low. Nice catch, but they're going to say the foul was on the floor. Wave off the basket, and the Flames will inbound on the baseline. Officials for this game: Quinn Methleen, Katie Hardell, and Riza Porbaba. I hope I'm saying that right. Porabi. I'm sorry, I did say that wrong. I didn't even say it phonetically. Riza Porabi. I don't believe we've seen Riza here before. First game for him. Flames turn the ball over on the inbounds. Randolph back up court. They go near side to Crenshaw Patterson. Thought about pulling the three. Instead gives it out to Stark. Stark crosses it over and kicks back on the exterior to Jackson. Jackson drives. Her finger roll comes up short. Smuda with the rebound. And the Flames go back on offense to Hess. Hess to Bedoza. Now to Boone. Boone back to Bedoza. Looks interior. Nothing there. Now finds Smuda, who dumps underneath to a wide open Ayestadish. Nobody within 5 feet of Elizabeth. She makes it 31-0 Liberty. 12 points for Liz. 6:35 to go in the second quarter. Randolph tries a three-pointer on the far side, and Jasmine Williams knocks it down. First points of the game for Randolph. Hess near side tries to answer. Her three's too strong. Boone, though, tracks down the board and resets out to Bedoza. It's knocked away from her and eventually goes off of her and out of bounds. Good hustle by Kylie Stark. Again, Stark, the Brookville B graduate student for Randolph, averaging almost 15 points a game. She has the basketball on the near wing, peels off of a screen, takes it down low, and kicks outside to Williams. Williams, who just scored the first points of the game for the Wildcats, will give back to Stark. Stark clears a little space and passes near side to Crenshaw Patterson, and her three-pointer's good. So after a 31-0 run for Liberty, now a 6-0 run for Randolph. Smuda back on offense for the Flames, goes inside and draws a foul. Bella Smuda will shoot a couple of free throws. This will be the third and fourth free throw attempt of the game for Liberty. Randolph has not taken a free throw yet in the game. Bella makes the first. Every free throw the Lady Flames make this season, Food Lion will donate 100 meals to local area food banks to help our neighbors in need this winter. Second free throw's good. (33-6) Liberty. Randolph back on their offensive side. A lob down low to Williams, or to Brown, I should say. Simone Brown, seeing her first time in, made the catch, but then Randolph lost the basketball. Flames come back up court to Hess. Hess behind the back dribble, goes down low, and she draws some contact. Emma Hess will shoot two. Stark picks up the personal. Emma on the season, 85% free throw shooter. Got some subs for Lady Flames. Boone, Iastadish, and Smuda will check out. Jordan Hodges has checked back into the game. Steenbergen, Stout, and Moore also in. And Mills is at the scorer's table and will replace Hess after the free throw, assuming it's a make. And it is. The dilemma of the free throw shooter who sees someone ready to check in for him and doesn't want to come out of the game, but doesn't want to lower that free throw percentage either. I don't know, I guarantee you there have been some players in games such as this, not close games, that have missed free throws on purpose just so that person sitting at the scorer's table couldn't come in and replace them. Randolph with the basketball. Long two from Jackson is off the mark. Offensive rebound pulled in by Brown, and the Wildcats will reset to Crenshaw Patterson. Her jumper is off to the left, defended by Steenbergen, and Liberty gets the rebound. Under 5 minutes to go, actually closer to 4:20 to go. But the under 5 significant because we're due immediate timeout the next dead ball. Steenbergen hands off to Mills. Mills, a hook pass down low to Stout, and Stout scores on the far side. What a start for Emmy Stout. She's got 6 points, 2 of 3 shooting, and 6 rebounds in the game. Stark's gonna fade, put too much on the three-point attempt, and the Flames get the rebound. Brooke Moore will bring it across half court herself, near side to Hodges. Hodges drives, kicks a pass across to Mills, and Mills retreats it back outside to Steenbergen, who now fires a three, in and out, and the rebound is loose and controlled by the Wildcats. Kylie Stark at the top of the arc. Dribbles to the near side, gives off to Williams. Williams now to Crenshaw Patterson, back outside to Jackson. Jackson on the attack, and nice move and finish by Jackson. Tania Jackson went over the top, makes the score 37-8 Liberty. Flames have led by as many as 31. Hodges at the top of the arc for Liberty. goes to Stout. Stout works her way down low. A little half hook with the left hand. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound. Goes back up with it. Missed again. Steenbergen gets the board. Resets it around to Hodges. Hodges at the top of the arc. Goes back near side to Steenbergen, who's wide open for three. Off the mark. The rebound tipped outside, and Randolph has it. Almost lost it. Williams went to the floor. Kept it alive to Jackson. Jackson one-on-one with Mills. She's handed off over to Moore. The pass will go to Crenshaw Patterson. Her drive and shot is good. A much better quarter for Randolph. They've played even with the Flames in the second, 10-10. Liberty goes back into Stout on the feed from Mills. I feel like they've done that a few times at LCA. Stout with the catch and the finish. Give the assist to Avery. Flames with 11 assists in the game so far. Back the other end of the court, driving to the hoop is Jackson. She's bumped by Steenbergen and will shoot a couple of free throws after the timeout. So we made it all the way down to 1:47 to go before the under 5 media timeout was triggered. But we will take it. Liberty leading by 29. But free throws ahead for the Wildcats here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Check out Liberty men's basketball during the Christmas and New Year holiday.
To the rim. Oh, what a hammer with the right hand.
Cash in on the Flames 4 for $45 deal. Pick 4 games from North Carolina A&T, St. Andrews, UT Arlington, Western Kentucky, and Middle Tennessee, and get a ticket to each for just $45. That's 4 games for just $45. It's the perfect Christmas stocking stuffer. Get yours at lubasketball.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
1:47 to go in the second quarter. Liberty on top of Randolph, 39-10. Stay tuned at halftime. Trey will have a look at our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Maybe throw a couple of news stories at you as well. It has been a very interesting day in college athletics, especially college football. If you haven't heard the news, Trey will tell you all about it, but I'll give you a hint. A few pretty surprising, I would say, coaching hires. Not in a bad way, but just surprising coaching hires in college football. Here in Liberty Arena, it's been all Lady Flames. They're only shooting 47%. I say only, that's fine. But considering they're winning the game 39-10, led by as many as 31, the shots aren't falling as at a higher rate as you might expect, but the defense has been there. They've held Randolph to 4 of 25, which is 16%. Liberty 6 of 6 at the free throw line, 5 of 12 from 3. Randolph 2 of 10 from outside the arc. Rebounds are 27-10 Liberty, including 11-5 in offensive boards. The free throws will be shot by T. Crenshaw Patterson, the senior out of Newport News. 60% on the year from the free throw line. Doing a little admin work. I think the officials were making sure that there wasn't any blood on anybody. They get that sorted out. Now we're ready for the first free throw, which is good. Crenshaw Patterson averaging just under 10 points a game and 8 rebounds. Makes both. It's 39-12 Liberty. Claudia Athene is back in running the point. She comes off of a screen, drives to the basket on the far side and scores. Emmy Stout provided the screen. And after that, it was an easy trick to the basket for Claudia. 41-12 Liberty. Patterson in the near side corner is going to fire up a three-pointer, but it's an air ball. Stout gets another rebound. She has 8 in the game to go with her 8 points. Athene back on offense for Liberty. Out to Steenbergen. Lob pass in to Stout, and she is fouled. Solid game for Emmy in her college debut, and this worked out really well. Not from the standpoint, the hope was to redshirt her, as well as Ife Nawabi and Malia Alexander. First free throw pops out. Score holds at 41-12 with 1:01 to go in the first half. But after the injuries to Shirey and Howard, it was necessary to bring a post player out of the red shirt. And so they bring in Emmy and able to play against this, this D3 matchup. So a little less pressure, and she has played extremely well. Did miss both free throws, and now Randolph misses a shot on the near side. Pabone flanks it off the rim, and the Flames get the ball back. 35 seconds to go till halftime. Brooke Moore pulls up from 15 and hits. 43-12, Liberty with the advantage. It's back out to matching their largest lead of the game. Shot clock has about a 1-second difference between it and the game clock. As Kleins gives out to Patterson. She almost lost the ball but got it back. Picks up her dribble. Got the rec specs on. Hands it outside to Jackson, and she actually is going to be called for an offensive foul as Crenshaw Patterson kind of got in the way. I don't think she meant to set a screen there. She just was in a bad spot. Wasn't in position, wasn't stationary, and was called for the offensive foul with 9 to go. Athene across half court to Mills. Mills back to Athene. 4 seconds to shoot to a wide open Mills for 3. Boom! Avery Mills has a knack for beating buzzers with 3-point shots. The Flames are going to take a 46-12 lead into the intermission. Avery did the exact same thing against Christopher Newport a week and a half ago. All Liberty in the first half. Flames end on a 7-0 run. They had a 31-0 run to begin the game. And they're currently shooting over 50% from the field and 6 of 13 from 3. We'll have your complete Larry's Tire and Auto stats a little bit later on during halftime. But right now we'll take a break, and when we come back to the studio, where Trey will take a look at your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard, as well as a look around athletics in general, specifically Liberty, but maybe, like I said, a few other interesting stories to pass along as well. You'll want to check that out right after this timeout. Lady Flames lead 46-12 here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Save big during Lynchburg Nissan's Model Year-End Sales Event. Get $8,200 off remaining Pathfinders in stock. Plus, every vehicle comes with our unbeatable 1 million-mile powertrain warranty. Stock is limited, so hurry into Lynchburg Nissan or shop 24/7 at lynchburgnissan.com.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year-end sales event is here. Take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months on Classy Rogue or save up to $6,500 on Frontiers. Pair these deals with our exclusive 1 million mile powertrain warranty. Visit Lynchburg Nissan today.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard, built by Frank Good Builders.
Welcome on inside the Liberty Flames studio. My name's Trey Lyle here with you. Your halftime score, Liberty 46, Randolph 12. Flames ends on a 7-0 run to end the first half and a dominating first half by the Liberty Flames. Now time for your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard with maybe a couple headlines in college football at the end. Starting with women's college basketball in Conference USA. Tonight, currently going on, Western Kentucky in the first quarter up over Kentucky Wesleyan 18-9. Also in the first quarter right now, Jacksonville State up on Charleston 8-5. Corrections on the scores. Actually, Western Kentucky Wesleyan is now 19-9. Free throw just went in for Western Kentucky, and as mentioned, 8-5 with Jacksonville State, Charleston, Jacksonville State up on top. Those both still in the first quarter. In the top 25, going a Final 40, Georgia Tech improves to 10-0 on the season with a dominating win over UNL Monroe, 97-37. Georgia Tech 10-0 in the year, 7-0 in home for the Yellow Jackets. Another team in the ACC. At halftime, North Carolina 44, UNC Greensboro 29, the 14 team in the country, 9-1 in the year with the big lead. Also at the half, a close one in Carolina, in the Tar Heel State as well. But this is with the Wolfpack, number 22, NC State 28, Davidson 27. 6-3 are the Wolfpack on the year, looking to improve that record for the number 22 team in the country. Other games of note tonight in the top 25, number 6 Texas is hosting Southern. Number 24 Nebraska is hosting Tarleton State. And big rivalry game tonight
at 9 p.m. Number 18 Iowa State taking on number 21 Iowa. The Cyhawk game in women's college basketball. Also during the night, we had some big news in all of college football. You hear this right. 8-time Super Bowl champion, 6 times as a head coach with the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick has agreed to become the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Yes, you heard that right. Bill Belichick is the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. There were rumors all week, and they now become official. Bill Belichick heading to North Carolina. Other coaching news in college football, another reunion. Scott Frost at UCF. Now you have good old Rich Rodriguez, the former Jacksonville State head coach, of course, played against the Liberty Flames in Conference USA. He is coming off that Conference USA Championship game appearance. He is heading to West Virginia, back to West Virginia, I should say, where he was the head coach there previously. When we come back, we'll give you a Liberty Flames sports update. My name's Trey Lyle. We are inside the studio because it is halftime on your Lady Flames score as they're up 46-12 over crosstown opponent Randolph. Two Lynchburg teams battling it out in Liberty Arena tonight. 46-12, your halftime score. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our studio. We have a Liberty Flames sports update for you as Joseph Carter today was named the linebacker of the year by the Touchdown Club of Richmond, joining 8 other players with those specific nominees. Also in football, Conference USA announced their all-conference teams today. On the first team with the Flames, Quentin Cooley, Jordan White, Xavier Gray, and Aaron Finnemore for the offense. And other awardees for Liberty on the defensive side. On the second team was T.J. Bush, Joseph Carter, and Brylan Green, as well as for honorable mention, you had Caden Salter, C.J. Bazell, Corey Jones, as well, and Brylan Green as a punt returner was an honorable mention for special teams. Other news as well in Liberty Flames. Danila O'Neill was selected as the Conference USA Women's Tennis Athlete of the Month for November. It was announced today. O'Neill collected an 8-3 overall record with 3-0 singles mark and a 5-3 doubles record. Her month included a share of the singles title at the LU Hidden Duel and doubles consolation runner-up at the ITA Conference Masters Championship. Looking ahead for the Liberty Flames, of course, they are tabbed to head to the Bahamas Bowl on January 4th. Men's basketball has a game on Saturday at 7 o'clock against North Carolina A&T, then a game on Tuesday, December 7th against St. Andrews. Women's basketball will be back in action at the Cherokee Invitational, starting off with Arkansas in a week's time on Wednesday, December 18th. We come back, we'll head back to the Liberty Arena. Jamie Hall will have your halftime stats and your second half. Your halftime score, Liberty 46, Randolph 12. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half, presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. All Lady Flames in the first half of the game. They lead 46-12, led actually 27-0 after the first quarter. First time Liberty in the quarter era of women's college basketball had shut a team out for an entire 10 minutes of play. Statistically, when you look at the individual scoring in the game for the Lady Flames, Elizabeth Ayestadish has 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 offensive boards. But the story of the first half has to be Emmy Stout. First game as a Lady Flame, the plan was to redshirt her. Injuries kind of negated that plan, and she's in her first ever college outing has 8 points and 8 rebounds. Also has an assist to go along with that and a couple of steals, a plus 26 in the first half. Her teammate from high school, Avery Mills, also played at LCA here in Lynchburg. She had 6 points, 3 assists in the first half. Claudia Athene, 5 points, 3 assists. Bella Smuda, only a couple of points, but did have 4 rebounds and 3 assists in the first half. Asia Boone with a 3. Brooke Moore with 5 points. Peen Steenbergen with a 3. Emma Hess has 2. Mentioned Claudia's 5 points and 3 assists in only 7 minutes of playing time. Liberty only 5 turnovers in the first half. They forced 9, and the Flames won the rebounding battle 29-11. Liberty outshot Randolph 52% to 15%, and the Flames were 6 of 13 from 3. Those are your Century exterior shooting numbers. Liberty with the basketball to start the second half. Inside Smuda at her shot block. That's shocking. And the Flames do hold on to it, where Hess is fouled, and Liberty will inbound. Randolph was 2 of 11 from 3. Flames 6 of 8 from the free throw line, and the Wildcats 2 of 2. Inbound pass comes to Smuda. She'll pull up from inside the free throw line and hit. Bella makes it 48-12. Randolph back on offense. Patterson on the outside to Jackson. Jackson's shot is off the mark, and the rebound bangs around, and eventually the Wildcats come up with it. Three-pointer on the outside at the top of the arc. Stark, too strong. Stark, the leading scorer on this team, has struggled a little bit in today's game. She is 0 of 9, has not scored. Liberty with the basketball. Boone, cross court to Hess. Hess, Smuda, back to Hess. Ayestadish, long two is good. Elizabeth continues to shoot the ball well. She's 7 of 9 from the field, 14 points and 5 rebounds. Randolph back on offense. Kylie Stark up top to Pabone, who bounces it over to Crenshaw Patterson. And back to Stark. Stark drives, nothing for, retreats with 5 seconds to shoot. 30 feet from the basket. She'll take it from there and puts too much on it. The rebound falls right into the hands of Emma Hess, who has a big smile on her face as she comes back up court. She had no expectation that ball was going to come to her. It went past several other players, and she was just right place at the right time. Liberty on offense. Boone for three. Boom. Asia Boone from 3rd Street. Second basket of the game for her. Liberty leads 53-12. Attacking the hoop is Crenshaw Patterson. She has her shot rejected by Smuda, and the Flames come away with the basketball. Hess down court. Takes it inside and draws a foul. It will be on the floor, though, so Flames will inbound on the baseline. Putting it in play is Jordan Hodges. Bounces it to Ayestadish, has her shot blocked, got it back. Out to Boone. Boone cups it, drives and scores. Beautiful play by Asia Boone. Strength and conditioning working out. Full credit to Coach Will Graham. She took the contact and it didn't affect her. She kept going straight to the hoop. 55-12 Liberty. Wildcats with the basketball. Stark dribbles around a hedge. Gives it to the top of the arc. Jackson one-on-one with Hodges. Forces it up over the top. Missed it badly. Well defended by Zero, and the Flames get the ball back after a Smuda rebound. Ayestadish looks interior, goes to Bella. Smuda on the drive and finish. That's just not fair. If you're 6'6" and you can play back to the basket, also facing the basket, and you can also put it on the floor and take 2 hard dribbles and score that way on the drive, it's hard to stop. 57-12, Liberty with the lead. Three-pointer is off the mark by Patterson. Missed it to the right. Flames with the rebound. Up to Boone. Boone fakes out the defender, takes the three, comes up a little short, but Smuda gets the offensive rebound to Hess. Her three-pointer is also off the mark, and Randolph gets the rebound. Pabone down to Stark. Her three is short. Hess with the rebound. She's going to try to run it for the Flames. Liberty has a 2-on-1, but Hess is just going to take it through everybody and score. I misspoke. It was a 3-on-2 that the Flames had. Emma just cut right through the middle of the 2 that was back for Randolph. 59-12, Lady Flames. Emma Hess now with 4 points. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Stark, 15-foot jumper, pops out. Hess gets another rebound, another big smile on her face as she runs it across half court herself. Ayestadish, wide open for 3. Got it. Elizabeth Ayestadish has played lights out in this basketball game. 8 of 11, 17 points, 6 rebounds, and only 13 minutes of playing time. That's crazy. She's usually pass first. That's her mentality, but she has been put in spots to score, and she has taken advantage in this game. We got a offensive foul against Tanaya Jackson. She tried to drive in on Asia Boone. Boone does such a good job of holding her ground. and in this case, drew the charge. 4:59 to go in the third quarter. Liberty's lead is ballooned out to 62-12. We'll take a break with the teams and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic, 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank & Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank & Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank & Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
(62-12), Liberty with the lead over Randolph. Thanks for tuning in, whether it be on the app, on the website, maybe on Facebook or YouTube. I want to say hello to Linda. She says she's listening along at work in Appomattox. Linda, we won't tell anybody. Thanks for tuning in. That's a great thing about technology now. You don't have to go back that long. I mean, there was streaming radio. Probably you could find some ability to listen to radio on a stream maybe in the early 2000s, somewhere around the turn of the century probably. Turn of the millennium. But even that was computer-based. You would have to listen on a computer. Now, as time has gone on and the streaming capacities have continued to get better and better, now you can listen on your phone, which means you can listen pretty much anywhere in the world. As long as you can get a cell phone connection, you can listen to Lady Flames basketball. With the ability now to put it on YouTube and Facebook Live, that's a cool feature as well. Flames bring in the reserves as Payne Steenbergen will check in. Anna Bedoza, Avery Mills, Brooke Moore, and Emmy Stout. Bedoza with the basketball. She's going to drive it in and dish off to Stout. Stout makes the catch on the left side and banks it home. If Emmy's able to get a double-double, well, she now has double-digit points. She'd be the first Lady Flame to do so in her debut since Megan Frazee had 17 points and 10 rebounds against Virginia Union back in 2005. Stout got the rebound after that miss by Randolph, so she's getting even closer. 10 points, 9 boards for Emmy. Steenbergen outside the top of the arc, crosses it over, drives and scores and is fouled. Payne Steenbergen will go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Steenbergen with 5. Flames bench scoring right now is 31-3 over Randolph. Flames have been able to get a lot of players active. Unfortunately, there's some Lady Flames that are on the bench and out with injury, but outside of those players that are not available, everybody that has played pretty well. just about everybody scored. Certainly everybody's been involved. The free throw's good. The Flames lead 67-12. I would try to rattle off a couple of runs that the Flames have been on in this game, but I think you could pretty much just say 67-12 is a pretty impressive run. As I say that, Randolph answers on a drive to the basket by Williams. Liberty back the other end, and they'll do just the same thing except more about post play. Stout with the deuce. She has 12. Again, a rebound away from a double-double. Comes near side corner to Gunter. Back up to Stark. Stark with 8 seconds to shoot. Goes one-on-one with Mills. Drives and scores. Nice play by Kylie Stark, who has had a very quiet day. She had been 0 of 13 from the field, 0 of 7 from 3. That basket is her first field goal and first points of the evening. Emmy Stout is going to be called for an offensive foul. That'll give the ball back over to Randolph. They lead 69. I'm sorry, the Flames lead 69-16. Most points the Flames have ever held an opponent to was 30. Bluefield State back in 2021. That is a possibility, but there's still a lot of basketball left to be played. 2:48 to go in the third. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Randolph will put it back into play in front of their team's bench. Inbound pass comes to Stark. Dribbles and kicks on the far side to Gunter. Gunter muscles her way into the lane, but came up short. However, an offensive rebound from Brown, and she'll reset to Stark. Stark cross-court pass, almost picked off as Brooke Moore got in to knock it loose, and then she's fouled. So I think Brooke actually will get a steal in that scenario, because it would have to be Flames possession then, I think, in order for the foul to have occurred. Maybe not. It could have been a loose ball foul. Depends on how that goes into the books. It'll either be a steal and a foul, or the foul will be the turnover. Liberty shooting 57% from the field. They've held Randolph to 16%. Bedoza with the basketball. Goes towards the near side corner and then kicks it across to Moore. Moore drives, has some space, but missed the shot. Stout, though, with the rebound, and she's fouled. Emmy Stout with that board now has a double-double. And again, is the first Lady Flame to do that in her debut since Megan Frazee back in 2005. A double-double debut by Emmy Stout. Makes the first free throw. Front rim, back rim, went about 3 feet in the air and fell through. Puts the Flames above 70 for the game. They lead 70-16. So Stout, along with those 10 points, along with those 10 rebounds, has 13 points. Does miss the second free throw. Steenbergen gets the board. And then it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty. Steenbergen had her shot deflected out of play. Liberty with 19 seconds to shoot. Puts it in on the baseline. They're scoring at the goal to our left. Inbound pass up top to Moore. Back to Mills for 3. Boom. Avery Mills from 3rd Street. Liberty 73, Randolph 16. Mills with 9 points, 3 assists, and 13 minutes of playing time. Randolph's baseline jumper is by Kaylee Gunter. She gets the friendly roll. Makes it 73-18. Liberty back on offense. Steenbergen open for 3. Got it. Bean Steenbergen. Now she has 9. The 10th three-pointer for the Lady Flames. They're 10 of 19. Liberty's hit 7 of their last 9 field goal attempts. They're up 76-18. An answered three is good for Randolph. So the teams go back and forth. Harden's three-pointer is her first made basket of the day. Under a minute to go in the third. Bedoza into Steenbergen. Steenbergen, no one on her, so she takes the elbow jumper. Couldn't get it to go, but they're on the offensive glass is Emmy Stout, and her stick back's good. 78-21, Liberty up. About a 17-second difference between the shot clock and game clock as we wind down this third quarter. Top of the arc, Kleins. Kleins pulls up from 15, too much on it. Steenbergen with the rebound. To Bedoza, shot clock is off with 20 to go. Anna Bedoza has the shoulder harness on her left arm. Gives off to Mills, now Moore, back to Mills, far wing, 6 seconds to shoot. Passes inside to Stout, who is sealed off perfectly. Takes the feed and finishes to give the Flames 80 as we head to the fourth quarter. Liberty up on Randolph, 80-21. We'll tell you how we got to this point when we return after this timeout here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
80-21, Liberty on top of Randolph as we start, or get ready to start, the fourth quarter of play. Lady Flames shooting 57% from the field and also 10 of 19 from 3. Liberty with only 6 turnovers in the game, and they forced 12. The rebounding battle, 43-15 Flames, and they have held Randolph to only 20% as we are serenaded by the Flames pep band. Little Frankie Valli, Four Seasons. We'll tell you a few interesting tidbits. The attendance in today's game for a Wednesday night game during finals week, not bad. 865 folks here to watch the game. Mentioned that Emmy Stout's double-double made her the first Lady Flame since Megan Frazee in 2005 to get a double-double in their debut. Flames held a team scoreless in a quarter for the first time ever. That goes back to the first quarter of the game when Liberty led 27-0. And Liberty's 34 points in the third quarter was the most points ever by the Lady Flames in a quarter. Emmy Stout, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Elizabeth Ayestadish, 17 points, 6 rebounds. The 2 leaders for the Lady Flames, both career highs for those young ladies. And for Emmy, it's a career high in her first ever game. So she was going to have a career high if she scored it all today. But she put an exclamation point on it. Randolph with the basketball as we're back underway. Bounce pass comes near side to Kleins. Kleins up top. A 3-pointer is banked off the mark by Harden, and Liberty gets the board. Moore to Athene, and Athene into the offense. Over to Steenbergen. Steenbergen to Athene. Back to Athene. Back to Moore. Moore looking postward, nothing there. Out now to Steenbergen, and she shuffled her feet. Traveling violation, gives it back over to Randolph. Only the 7th turnover for the Flames in this game, considering they are averaging 21, and Randolph forces 22 a game. Not a bad effort so far. Wildcats back on the offensive end. They're scoring to our right. Harden goes far side to Gunter. Gunter in the middle to Patterson. Patterson's jumper is good. Patterson has been one of the offensive bright spots for this Randolph team. She has 9 points, but does have 4 fouls that she's playing with at the moment. Steenbergen to Moore. Moore goes inside to Stout. Cross court to Mills for 3. Boom! Avery Mills drains another 3. Double digits for Avery as she puts up her 12th point of the game. Also has 4 assists to go along with that. All of her shots have been 3s. She's 4 or 5 from downtown. Randolph back on offense. Interior to Finnerty. She's out there for the first time. Now bounce pass to Patterson. Patterson cross court to Gunter. Gunter with 4 seconds to shoot. Retreats it back out to Harden. She's going to have to force one up at the buzzer, and it just catches the front of the rim and falls right into the hands of Finnerty. Outside to Patterson, and her shot is off to the left. Flames with the rebound. Up to Stout. Stout inside. Nice little turnaround half hook. It's good. 19 points for Emmy Stout, and the Flames are up 85-23. .62 advantage is the largest of the game for Liberty. Jump shot from Gunter. It's the bottom of the rim. Flames get the rebound. Up court to Moore. Moore from Athene lays it in. Moore with an easy 2. And the Flames still with 7:15 to go. We're certainly on 100-point watch. They had 106 points against Christopher Newport a week and a half ago, and that could even be in danger in today's game. 3-pointer Gunter, air ball, out of bounds. It'll stay with Randolph as Moore couldn't quite get her hands on it. Emmy's 19 points is the most by a Liberty freshman in her debut since Devin Brown had 26 against Winston-Salem State back in 2009. Paul Carmody quick on the trigger for some pretty cool notes in this game. Bounderson with the basketball, and I don't think Randolph realized that the shot clock was running down. They maybe thought it was supposed to have reset on that inbounds, and they ran out of time. Flames on a 7-0 run with the basketball. Steenbergen takes a couple of dribbles to the near side. Now back far wing. Mills drives, is cut off, gives it to Stout, and Stout scores. Emmy continues to add to her debut career high. She has 21, 9 of 12 shooting, and 12 rebounds. 3-pointer near wing Stark is too strong. The Flames, Mills gets the rebound. Up to Steenbergen. She'll try a 3-pointer. Nothing but net for Peen Steenbergen. Peen now in double digits. She's got 12. 92-23 Liberty. And a turnover. Up court pass to Mills. Wide open layup. Randolph, you tell a little frustration setting in after the turnover. Nobody back defensively. Mills with an easy 2. Flames 6 away from the century mark. Patterson on the drive. Kicks near side to Stark. Stark back across to Bundy. Sydney Bundy seeing her first action. Gets it down on the interior to Oge. Her shot blocked by Stout. Randolph gets it back. Jump shot from Crenshaw. Patterson goes in and out, and the Flames get the rebound. Moore wide open for 3 near wing. Boom. Britt Moore continues the red-hot outside shooting by Liberty in this basketball game. Flames are 13 of 22 from 3. That is almost 60%. Liberty now a 3 away from 100 points in the game. Stark to the near corner, nothing there. Back up top to Bundy. Bundy drives and kicks to Gunter. Gunter goes down low, looking for Oge, and she traveled with the basketball. So turnover. We'll give it back to the Lady Flames with 4:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Liberty leading 97-23. The story of the night, Emmy Stout, the LCA product in her debut game as a Lady Flame. 21 points and 12 rebounds in only 22 minutes of playing time. Flames currently on a 17-0 run, and they have dominated throughout. We'll take a break and be back after this. You're listening to the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Flames fans, Gentry Lock aspire to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We're downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at GentryLock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all the products they sell and take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames.
Live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
97-23, Liberty on top of Randolph with 4:44 to go. And I would be surprised at this point if we actually get our final break of the second half. It would take a coach calling a timeout in these final 4 minutes, and I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll just make up that break during postgame. Solid crowd on hand, and a lot of Emmy Stout number 17s across the way. Pretty excited about her game. 21 points and 12 rebounds. And I misspoke earlier. The 30 number, Flames giving up 30 points, was a Liberty Arena record. So the fewest points that the Flames have allowed an opponent to score is 30 in this building. The last time that Liberty held a team under 30 was Lipscomb back in 2011. Which was not during the Flames run in the A-Sun. So that was a non-conference game back in 2011. Liberty with the basketball, 3 points away from 100. Steenbergen. She's going to step back and try to get it, and she does. Payne Steenbergen puts the Flames over the century mark. 123. And Payne is quietly having a pretty big game herself. She's got 15. On 4 of 6 shooting from outside the arc. 5 boards as well. Randolph on offense. Goes cross court to Bundy. Bundy takes a long 2. The shot pops off the rim a couple of times. Patterson gets the rebound to Stark. Stark with Mills on her. Around the far side to Pabon. Interior to Osh. Back outside to Pabon. Her three's hard off the rim, and the Flames get the rebound. Up court pass to Steenbergen. Steenbergen harassed, gets it back. Now passes up top to Athene. Near wing to Mills. Mills drives and score. Oh, nope. Shot came out. It was about the easiest shot of the game for the Flames, and it didn't go in. Halfway down. Randolph back on offense. 3-pointer from Bundy is good. Bundy came in averaging 1.3 points and only played in 3 games this season. She makes it 126 Liberty. Flames go back into Stout. Now across to Mills. Mills drives towards the basket. Dips and missed, but an offensive rebound by Stout. She finishes it off and draws a foul. Emmy Stout will go to the line to finish off this 3-point play. Well, Emmy has made it easy to pick our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. We've got some great candidates, but Emmy in her debut with a double-double, 23 and 12 so far, is who we will talk to. But boy, Elizabeth Ayestadish, 17 points and 6 rebounds. Free throw pops out. Avery Mills with 16 points and 6 assists. Payne Steenbergen, 15 points, 5 boards. 102-26 Liberty with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Stark, nice move, spins, but missed from 15. Another rebound by Emmy Stark, or by Emmy Stout, I should say. Stout and Stark, 2 local products. Sure, they had a few battles in high school, maybe just barely. Stark is a little older than both Stout and Mills as the Flames lose the basketball on the low block. Randolph will go back on offense. Stark, the graduate student, played her ball at Brookville. Jumper near wing from Pate is no good. Flames get the board. Athene across half court. Waits for a screen, now steps back for a 3 herself. It's off the mark. Stout with the rebound, has it knocked away from her and out of bounds with 19 seconds to shoot. Flames had a season-high 106 points a week and a half ago against Christopher Newport. They're 4 away from matching that. Inbound to Athene. She drives baseline, is cut off, and then has her pass stolen away. Taken by Gill, up court to start. A little too far under. She was wanting a foul, missed the shot. Flames get the rebound. Back down court, and the pass across to Mills was deflected out. Good hustle by Kylie Stark. Flames will inbound in the corner. Putting it into play to Athene. Athene now around to Mills. Mills is open for 3. Got it. Avery Mills has tied her career high with 19 points. 5 of 6 from outside the arc. Liberty up 105-26. Randolph's Pabon. Kicks far wing to Gill. Gill with a minute to go has her pass picked off by Avery Mills. She's got a run out. Left-handed lay-in gives her 21, gives the Flames 107. Career high now for Avery Mills. To go along with the career high, well, again, it's her debut. Anything would have been a career high, but an impressive career start from Stout, who has 23. On the drive for Randolph is Pabon. Her shot comes up short. Flames get the rebound. Back to Stout. There is about a 10-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. On the drive is Athene, and Athene lobs it over the top and scores. Claudia's played well in this game, too. She has 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 5 assists. 17 minutes of playing time. Interior pass for Randolph is taken away by Stout. Flames will run it across half court and run out the timer. Liberty with a 109-26 win over Randolph. And with the victory, the Flames now run to 6-3 on the year. And with the loss, Randolph stays at 6-3. This was considered an exhibition game for Randolph. The women's basketball arena record has been surpassed. Flames with 109 points a day moved past the 106 that was the record. The overall arena record was also surpassed. The Liberty men's team scored 108 on one occasion, and the Flames, the Lady Flames, have now passed that number as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have all your post-game festivities, the Coca-Cola Locker Room Report after this break here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Save big during Lynchburg Nissan's Model Year-End Sales Event. Get $8,200 off remaining Pathfinders in stock. Plus, every vehicle comes with our unbeatable 1 million-mile powertrain warranty. Stock is limited, so hurry into Lynchburg Nissan or shop 24/7 at lynchburgnissan.com.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit shoplibertyflames.com today. That's shoplibertyflames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit shoplibertyflames.com today.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at crossroadsfamilydentistryva.com.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year-end sales event is here. Take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months on Classy Rogue or save up to $6,500 on Frontiers. Pair these deals with our exclusive 1 million mile powertrain warranty. Visit Lynchburg Nissan today.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Well, what a game it was for the Lady Flames. Offensively, defensively, a huge debut. You really couldn't have asked for much better. Here in Lynchburg tonight, Lady Flames knock off Randolph 109-26. I could mention some runs, but I mean, the only one that really is of any significance is 31-0 to start the game. Flames scored the first 31 points. They ended up leading 46-12 at halftime, 80-21 after 4, and then the final again 109-26. The victory makes the Flames now 6-3 on the year, and they'll next be in action a week from today against Arkansas down in Cherokee, North Carolina to start off a tournament. Statistically, Liberty shot 61% from the field, 43 of 70. Randolph 17%, 10 of 59. Flames 15 of 25 from 3, 60%. Randolph 4 of 25, 16%. Those numbers brought to you by Century Exteriors. Free throw shooting 2 of 2 for Randolph. The Flames were 8 of 12. Another 800 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feeds Score to Give More campaign. Liberty won the rebounding battle 55-24, including 19-13 on the offensive glass. Flames finished up with 8 turnovers compared to 30 assists. Now, Liberty scored a lot of baskets in this game, but still 30 assists is very impressive. Flames forced 17 turnovers. Points off turnovers, 30-5 Liberty. Points in the paint, 48-6 Flames. Second chance points, 20-0. Fast break points, 13-3, and I don't think I've ever seen this number this high. Bench points, 74 for the Flames to 13 for the Wildcats. Now the Wildcats are D3 school out of the ODAC. This game didn't count for them. This is an exhibition game. But this is a team that's going to be pretty good in the ODAC overall. They're 6-3 on the year, 1-2 in their conference, but they should be an above-average team in the ODAC, and an above-average, a solid D3 school, but just overmatched in all aspects, especially in height. Bella Smuda, for example, no one came within 4 inches of her height in this game, but Bella really didn't have to play a whole lot. She only played 13 minutes. The starters played an average of about 13 and a half minutes in this game. Elizabeth Ayestadish is the one starter who really shined. She had 17 points and 6 rebounds, 8 of 11 shooting, but the leading scorer for Liberty and leading rebounder was rookie Emmy Stout. 23 points, 16 boards in her debut as a Lady Flame. Called into action. They were hoping to redshirt her, but because of injuries, she's having to play now, and she certainly played well. 4 assists as well, and 4 steals to go along with that in a little over 26 minutes of playing time. 10 of 14 from the field. How about a tied career high for Avery Mills? 19 points for her and 6 assists. Mentioned the 17 from Ayestadish. 15 points for Peen Steenbergen and 5 boards. Double digits for Brooke Moore. She had 10. 8 for Asia Boone. Claudia Thien had 7 and 5 assists. 6 points for Bella Smuda and 7 rebounds and only 13 minutes of playing time. Emma Hess with 4 points and again only about 14 minutes of playing time. Only players that didn't score for Liberty were Jordan Hodges, but she did have an assist and no turnovers. She only played a little over 12 minutes in the game. And Anna Badoza, who finished up with no points but did have 3 assists and just 1 turnover and 13 minutes of playing the point for the Lady Flames. Only, well, actually no one in double digits for Randolph. Crenshaw Patterson had 9 points to lead the way. 5 points for Williams off the bench. And that was the only 2 players that scored more than a basket for Randolph. Flames held the Wildcats to no points in the first and 5 points in the fourth. Liberty's high-scoring quarter was the third, which they put up 34, the most they'd ever scored in this quarter system, which has been going on for, what is it now, about 8 years, I think, in women's college basketball. I'm going to double-check that, because it feels like it might be just a little bit longer, but for some reason 2007, no, I think it's 2014. Maybe we're in our 10th year. If I had a better memory, then I wouldn't have to look this up, and you guys wouldn't have to bear with me as I'm doing it. It was 2015. 2015-2016 was so this is the 10th season. So I was kind of right. I didn't have the years right, but this is the 10th season of the quarter system, and the Flames set 2 records today. The lowest amount they've given up, 0 in the first, and the most they've scored, 34, which they did in the third. Let's start back to the studio, and Trey will give us a look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. And then a little bit later on here, we'll come back and have Coach Green as well as our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game, which will be Emmy Stout. But what's going on around the world? There's a lot going on, I think, around the world of college athletics. Trey?
Yeah, what a wild day indeed. I think, look at all the headlines out there. But let's look at our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in women's college basketball, Western Kentucky is currently in a battle against Kentucky Wesleyan. That's a tongue twister right there. 64-37. The Western Kentucky is up in the third quarter. Other game of note in Conference USA tonight in women's college basketball. Jacksonville State tied with Charleston at 38 apiece. That game also in the third quarter as well. In the top 25 in women's college basketball, got a couple fun ones for you. Just wrapping up, number 14, North Carolina improves to 10-1 on the season. They get the win over UNC Greensboro, 80-56. Other finals for you as well. Georgia Tech now 11-0 on the season for the Yellow Jackets. They defeat UL Monroe 97-37. A game that has only 10 seconds left is a battle in North Carolina as NC State is at 58, Davidson at 57. 10 seconds left in that one. 3:11 left in the second quarter. Number 6, Texas 37, Southern 19 at half. Number 24, Nebraska on Tarleton State 33-26. And the Cyhawk game in women's college basketball tonight at 9 o'clock. Number 18, Iowa State heads to Iowa City as they take on Iowa, number 21 team in land. In men's college basketball, only one game in the top 25 tonight, one game in Conference USA tonight. And it's a close one in the second quarter as UTEP on the road against Louisville, 65-63. The Cardinals currently lead over the Miners, but that game is close in the second half, I should say, with 5:28 left. Gotta remember, halves in men's college basketball, 66-63, 5:28 left in the game. In the top 25 in men's college basketball, close one at the half. 38-36, number 5 Kentucky in a battle against Colgate at the half. And later on tonight, 10 o'clock, number 23 San Diego State taking on Cal Baptist. And earlier today, big news in college football. North Carolina has announced they are hiring 8-time Super Bowl champions Bill Belichick as their next head coach, as we'll head back to Liberty Arena. I think the players are there. Jamie Hall, what a headline. Bill Belichick is now a college football head coach at the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that. I certainly wouldn't have expected Rich Rod going back to West Virginia either. And so it's been a crazy day. But that's what's fun about college athletics. You just never know what to expect. And I certainly wouldn't have expected today, coming in to this game against Randolph, that I would get the opportunity to talk to Emmy Stout, because for one, I didn't even know that you would be playing in this game today, Emmy, and it's your debut. No one is going to expect that much out of you. You know, if you came out and got 5 points and 5 rebounds and shot a couple of free throws, maybe blocked a shot or two, you'd go, that's not a bad college debut. But you just said, I want to make it very difficult for me to ever top myself. 23 points, 16 rebounds, 4 steals, and 4 assists. When you dreamed about your first game as a collegiate athlete, did you expect it to be anything like this?
Definitely not. I mean, I'm always super nervous before games, especially like having my first college game. I was really nervous, but my teammates were all so encouraging. They're all saying how I can do this and pointing me to God and just encouraging me just to let it all go to Him, and whatever happens, just to play for His glory. So whatever happened, like, this was awesome, but I never expected it.
Talk us through the process a little bit, because at what point did you know the red shirt's gone and I'm playing basketball?
I didn't officially know until Monday. When Emily got hurt on Friday, unfortunately, we were waiting to see like what her injury was. So when we found out on Saturday, we were talking with the coaches throughout the weekend, and then on Monday he sat down like, do you want to give up your red shirt and want to play for us? And I was like, yes, I'd love to. It's unfortunate, like the circumstances. I'm heartbroken for Emily and Caroline, both tearing the ACL, but it was a quick transition, and the coaches got me ready. My teammates were all so supportive and encouraging, so it was really a blessing.
And I think some people think of maybe football when you have 2 quarterbacks get injured really quick, and all of a sudden the third string quarterback's in the game, and they haven't seen a lot of reps because you can only have one quarterback in at a time. But you've been able to play through practices, and you've gotten a lot of reps, you know, over the last few months. Probably not as many as the first and second teamers as a red shirt, but you've been able to kind of, it's not like you're completely just thrown into a new system. You knew what you were getting into, but now you're getting a little bit more of those first team reps, second team reps like we're talking about as far as football is concerned. How easy was that to jump into practice and be able to play with the second team?
Honestly, it was an easier transition. Like I said, like I have great teammates, great coaches. They're also supportive, so it was easy to move into that role and just be able to play with my teammates. It's really awesome.
How helpful is it to have somebody like Avery out there that you're very familiar with, having played high school basketball with her?
I mean, I have so much confidence in her as I played with her for 2 years. I know her abilities. She's an amazing shooter, amazing guard. So I love that I can be able to have a pass and then pass it right to her knowing that she's going to make that 3. And she's able to get me some great passes too. So I honestly, I love playing with her. She's a great teammate, and all my teammates are amazing. I'm really blessed to have the team that I have.
How nice was it that and this is nothing negative about Randolph. They're actually a very good team at their level in Division III. Outmatched as far as height and everything today, athleticism and so on, and just there's just different roster makeups, D1 to D3. But how nice was it to play in a game where by the time you get in, it was already a pretty lopsided score. So there wasn't a heck of a lot of pressure as far as it's a 2-point game, a 4-point game. You get in the game, it's already a 10-point game or more, and you look up by halftime and you're leading by pretty much an insurmountable number. So you could kind of have a little bit more fun. Did it take some of the nerves off?
Honestly, it didn't really matter who we were playing. I was petrified to get on the court, to be honest. But once I was able to just kind of get my groove, I was able to find a rhythm and find that confidence.
And I know we got to see you play a very athletic game today because you were getting steals, you were blocking shots, you're getting some assists as well. A lot of offensive boards, second chance putbacks. But if you had to kind of say, well, okay, if you didn't get enough of it, you don't quite understand my style of game yet, I play a lot like who?
Oh, that's a tough one.
You can even use one of your teammates if you want to.
Honestly, I feel like I kind of get a mix of Bella and Emily. I definitely don't have Bella's shot that she can just reverse and pull up, but I like Emily. She's very strong, and she likes to go into the contact and make a shot. So I feel like I learn a lot from both of them. They're both great post players, so I kind of take a little bit of each of their games and kind of make it my own.
Who's the first one that you may already know. You may have already looked at your phone. Who's the first text you got after the game saying, great job?
Honestly, I didn't get to look at my phone right after the game. I looked at it at halftime, and I saw a text from my brother, my family, my friends, all just like saying how proud they are of me, and that was just a really special moment for me.
There's a lot of 17s up in the crowd, I saw.
Yeah, my family made shirts, which was a really big surprise, so that's really awesome. It's my brother's wife, her mom, and my mom. So
That's awesome. Well, I think you got an early Christmas present with this debut, which was unbelievable. But outside of this win and the accolades that you're going to get from scoring so many points, getting the rebounds, getting the double-double, what are you looking forward to about Christmas? I know you got a couple games left, but once you get clear of those games, what are you looking forward to?
honestly, I'm just looking forward to spending time with my family and just being able to take time to appreciate that and then get right back to it after Christmas with the basketball.
Okay, we'll see if we can't grab another double-double before Christmas.
We'll see.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Emmy Stout, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. Congratulations. We'll see you down in North Carolina here in about a week.
Sounds great.
That was Emmy, and we'll actually go ahead and take a really quick break. We'll take that break, and then we'll get Coach Green on. Again, the Lady Flames knock off Randolph by a final score of 109-26. Back with more after this.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Check out Liberty men's basketball during the Christmas and New Year holiday.
To the rim. Oh, what a hammer with the right hand.
Cash in on the Flames 4 for $45 deal. Pick 4 games from North Carolina A&T, St. Andrews, UT Arlington, Western Kentucky, and Middle Tennessee, and get a ticket to each for just $45. That's 4 games for just $45. It's the perfect Christmas stocking stuffer. Get yours at lubasketball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
You've been listening to live radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Gives off. Mills, now Moore, back to Mills, far wing, 6 seconds to shoot, passes inside to Stout, who's sealed off perfectly, takes the feed and finishes. They give the Flames 80 as we head to the fourth quarter. Emmy finished up with 23 points and 16 rebounds, and we're now joined by head coach Carrie Green. And let's just start off with that young lady that we just talked to, who actually did you a pretty good favor. She swapped out chairs because hers was soaked, because apparently they must have water bombed her back in the locker room.
You know, I did notice water all over one of the seats back there, so I heard it yelling and screaming, and I'm glad I wasn't in there. Of course, it wasn't for me anyway, but there's some of them will take a cheap shot at me.
You've gotten a few.
Yeah, they would say, "Oh, I missed, Coach. I didn't mean to hit you. I was trying to get Emmy." And no, I'm so proud of her. It's a great way to come off that red shirt. We had the luxury, but unfortunately, with sad news of losing 2 young women to ACL knee injuries, we've had to reevaluate where we're at, and she came in and did a great job today. And we're certainly proud of her. And not only her, because I know you're going to bring this up. I mean, she had an outstanding double-double and a breakout. She's out of jail now, and finals is over with. And we're going to continue to see how she's going to impact the season, because she certainly can. But the bench, she was not the only one. Brooke Moore and Avery Mills and Ping, those girls, they had earned some time on the floor. This was an opportunity to sort of rest some people and sharpen the skills of our second group, and there's not much difference now. Come on, we're battling, and sometimes who's on the floor is experienced, and I have confidence in them, and that may be the only difference, because you saw what the bench could do. They scored 74 points, and that's probably a record for our team probably throughout the history. I mean, it's hard to score 74 points in any game. We didn't get that last game, and we got 74 today, and shot the ball really well. 60% from three-point, 63% from the field, moved the ball around, got shots instead of turnovers, and that ended up being really efficient on the offense. I mean, on the offense period. And you know, we're going to enjoy this one and start preparing for a couple more right before Christmas, before we take a break.
You know, it kind of gets lost in all this as Elizabeth had a career high 17 points.
Yep.
Scored the first 8 points of the game. I know she's usually kind of a pass-first player, but she was given the opportunity, given some, you know, good looks. Bella, I think, found her a couple of times, got some assists as well because of Elizabeth. A quiet game because she got most of her points in the first quarter and then didn't play as many minutes after that, but Elizabeth was solid.
Yeah. Actually, the first half or first quarter, Bella led her team in an assist because it was a high-low or low to high on a basket cut, and that's what we had been working on, and they found those gaps, and yeah, it's great to have her. She knocked down a three, and they left her open, and she made them pay. She knocked down some 15-footers as well. Had an overall great game. I mean, like you're saying, she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in double figures, and she was one of them, as well as Ping, and the assist turnover ratio was just outstanding. Had 30 assists and only 8 turnovers, and some of them were just unforced. Fumbled the ball, or we bounced it off our own leg, or walked, and it could have been even lower if we've just sort of slowed down sometimes. Really proud of the girls. We talk about, or my definition of mental toughness is doing the right thing, the right way, the right time, with the right attitude every time. And challenge the girls to do that, and a good example of that was the right thing, the right time, right way, with the right attitude every time was Asia Boone taking a charge. And that was probably her last seconds on the court, and the game was already determined who's going to win, and yet she did the right thing. She was mentally tough, and I'm really proud of that as an example of the team. And they played humble and hungry at the same time. Really proud of them.
Now you got a little time off. You got a week, but then you head down to North Carolina for a tournament in Cherokee. Starts off with Arkansas. So you go from a good, taking nothing away from Randolph, a very good D3 school, to an SEC school in a week's time.
Yeah, and we got Christmas party in between, and we got a lot of things we can do, and we're going to take a couple of days off, not in a row. We'll certainly take tomorrow off, but work on Friday and Saturday and take Sunday off and go Monday, Tuesday, and travel on Tuesday and play on Wednesday. So we got 4 days really to prepare and just become a better team. And I think today I was very happy with how we executed, and we stayed within our lane, so to speak, and our space, and the mental perspective, the mental space of sharing and playing team together. The culture is just one body, and very proud of what they did tonight.
Well, Coach, I got to give you a little public service announcement. You've got this week before Cherokee. When you get back from Cherokee, you probably don't have time to order anything on Amazon that will get here before Christmas, so you better get it done before Cherokee.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to probably stay on the road from Cherokee to try to catch up and see some grandchildren and hang out with a 90-year-old mother and get some of her cooking, love on her, and certainly blessed with family like we all are. And thank you so much.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I'll say this real quick before you go. I was debating the same strategy of just driving separately to Cherokee, and God bless the folks down there and all the things they had to deal with the hurricane. But with all the reroutes and 40 being closed and 26 and everything, it was actually going to take me almost as long, not quite, to get from Cherokee to my mom's house as to just ride the bus back to Lynchburg and drive from Lynchburg to my mom's house. It's about a 20-30 minute difference, and you weren't going to have to drive a windy road. So I'm going to take a slightly different approach. Are you going to cut through that state road? Was it 331 or something like that goes through Gatlinburg and just you wind so much that you actually see yourself coming the other direction?
Yeah. I think there's only one or two options, and those are the options. You certainly can't go 40. That's eliminated. So you're almost like going from Cherokee, North Carolina to Atlanta and circling back, through Chattanooga or the north of Atlanta, south of Chattanooga, and coming up through the mountains. You got to get over the mountains, and yes, those little snaky, curvy roads is probably what we got to deal with. Going to try to squeeze in some grandchildren before that. So that is in the Greenville, South Carolina area. So Cherokee to Greenville, hang out, and then go from there. And as we played Tennessee, my son, who lives in Greenville, South Carolina, he came over to the Tennessee game, so he's already got a route that's sort of mapped out, and of course the GPS, and we'll be able to try to figure it out and make it happen.
Safe travels. We'll see you down in North Carolina in about a week.
All right. Thank you, Jamie.
As head coach Kerry Green, Lady Flames get a 109-26 win over Randolph. Flames record now is 6-3 on the year, and as we mentioned, they'll play Arkansas down in North Carolina a week from today. That is a late game. Let me double check, but I think it's a 9:30. It is a 9:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off. It's the culmination of a long day of high school games that they'll host at the on the Cherokee Reservation. And then the college games will kind of be the culmination of that. If the Flames win, then they would play 9:30 again the second day on the 19th of December against either Toledo or Troy. If they were to fall in their first game, then that would be a 7 o'clock game the second day. So Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Not a bad drive. A little hard to get out of there if you're going west, but from here to Cherokee, not too bad. So make your plans to come down and watch some Lady Flames basketball. But if you can't, you can follow along right here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Liberty men will play on Saturday back here in Liberty Arena against North Carolina A&T. A night game. Alan York on the call. If you can't make it out, check him out on the radio broadcast as well. I want to thank Trey back in the studio for his good work And thank you for listening. Again, whether it was on the app, online, or on YouTube or Facebook, we certainly appreciate that until Wednesday night of next week, or a week from today, when the Lady Flames play Arkansas. This is Jamie Hall saying so long and God bless.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. You've been listening to the Coca-Cola